Good morning. First of all, congratulations to CVM for the anniversary, and also I would like again to convey my thank you for inviting me for this very important event, and also thank you for the OECD because Indonesia Financial Services Authority has become a member of OECD INVE, and for the 4th year now we have been learning from time to time for their guideline as well as learning from the sharing of other countries as the member of the OECD INVE. This morning I would like to share with you about how Indonesia developing education material for students, and also at the same time we have an effort to increase the culture of saving for students. We of course are on the basis of 3 logi of policy instrument, that is financial literacy, financial inclusion, and customer protection. And of course, we have already national strategy in literacy, which is launched in 2013 by our president, and also just a few months ago for the national strategy for inclusion, 2016, and ongoing process. We are now preparing on the customer protection strategy as well. For the both strategy, literacy and inclusion, the first pillar is financial education. We have developed financial education material because this is very important. Look at the profile. The students are total of almost 52 million, which is representing 20% of our population. We are the 4th most populous country, which is 255 million. And if it's regarding Indonesian youth, meaning including university students, the total of them is 68 million, representing 27% of the population. And why students are important? Because the literacy level, which is, we have a national basic survey 3 years ago, is only 28%, although it's above the national level. The inclusion index is below the national level. Students are one of the 3 most important community education target. There are 3 important. The first one is student, second is women, and 3 is MSMEs. In doing the developing of the education material, we have a collaboration closely with the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Religious Affairs, and as well as Ministry of Higher Education and Research. Why this is important? Because we have to make sure the method and practice of teaching, as well as the conformity with the national curriculum. And we also involve the people from the financial industry, because we need to have what are the theory and practice. We start with the high school, senior high school in 2014, and it has been launched in 2014, and we do piloting in 1,270 schools. Now, we are pleased to share with you that it's already formally implemented as a curriculum in the senior high school, and it is issued by the decree of the Minister of Education. Our school, we have around 55,000 schools, from elementary school to senior high all over the country. And then we moved to junior high, that we launched the program in February 2015, and now still piloting in 1,521 schools. and we hope that it's going to be implemented as a formal curriculum next year. Then we continue with the elementary school that it has been launched in 2015 November. Not only books, but also added with toolkit games. And now it's still on trial in 1,500 schools. And we hope that it will be implemented formally in the 2017. Lastly, we just launched books for university students last August 2016, and now it's on trial of 24 universities, especially for the economic students. This book consists of 9 series, including what is the Indonesia FSA scope and task, banking, capital market, up to financial planning. We also preparing right now that all education material that right now is still in the website is going to be transformed into more animated and attracting material, what we call it e-book project. And we're going to launch it next year, 2017. Why is that? Because we hope that it will be readable everywhere by students that nowadays using computer, handheld tools, tablet, and even smartphone. Now, 88.1 million people, or 34% of the population, is actively using the internet. So we hope that e-book project will be beneficial. It is very important, simultaneously with the education material, is to organize training for trainers, for teacher and lecturer. So we have done the training for trainers for 378 teachers for senior high, 300 for junior high, 259 for the elementary school, and 28 lecturers representing 34 provinces all over the country. And then, as we also oblige all financial industry to conduct the education, they are also, we are now also evaluating and monitoring this program in the form of school visit, questionnaires, and group discussions. So if we improve it, then we will enact it as a part of formal curriculum in the country. Meanwhile, we also simultaneously do the effort to increase the culture, the habit of saving. We developed an instrument called student saving, or simple, with a very attractive feature that has no administration fees, and the name of the saving is under the name of the student, her or himself, and the minimum saving is only opening for only 50 cents US dollar and topping up only for 10 cents US dollar. And the progress of this now, it's only 1 year old since the program was launched, and now it's already 125 banks participated in this program. The new number that just added is 2.5 million account opening with the value of 40 billion US dollar. And the school that are now having this simple or saving account is already 29,000 schools. We have 55,000 schools. So imagine the inclusion program have been very progressive with this effort. Finally, I would like to share with you also that the financial industry are obliged to carry out financial education. So for the preliminary evaluation, we have looked that apparently students are the most targeted by them, 37% out of, compared with pensioner only 2% or housewife only 13%. And but sadly that mostly is still done in Java Island. We have a lot of islands. Education program mostly focus on financial product and services. That is 28%. Compared with right on obligation only 9%, financial planning only 12%. So we have to improve it. And lastly, I would like to share the picture how they do the financial industry. This is the Indonesia Stock Exchange pictures doing the exhibition public education roadshow to schools, and banking sectors to schools as well. And look at the insurance sectors, also very active in doing the financial education to school and to students. Thank you very much.